We OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Yeah. Experts on reload. Yeah, yeah. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro.
Run stuff.
Got French right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We're live for another Ordinal hour, and it's gonna be a good one, guys. It's gonna be a good one. It's not gonna be a great one. It's ain't gonna be. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be an amazing one. We got a special guest today. We're gonna have Naqib on later today, so it's gonna be fun, exciting. Naqib and Odin Swap, and Naqib's just funny. He's just a great person. It's gonna be a really good interview, but we're going to be getting to that probably around 11:30, so it's not going to be your normal show, but it's going to be fun. We'll definitely get to your questions. Put any questions in the chat. We'll definitely get to them with Naqib, so you get your questions answered by Naqib. So that'll be pretty cool. We got a lot of banners to talk about, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff in the regular news area of the show. We're going to get into that stuff because it's kind of a big deal, and it kind of affects everything. I think that's why the price dropped a little bit last night. We're going to get into that. Some news, Pups World Peace. Some big news with that. We're going to get into that. And then, just your normal type of news stuff. But, with Bitcoin under 60K again, or is this a prelude to the Parabolic Rally? I really hope so, because I just need something to happen. Let's just drop below 40 or let's just get above 70. I can't do this middle anymore. Can't do it. I can't do it. But without further ado, I'm bringing my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
What's up, dude? So what are we doing here, man? I'm so tired of being under 60K. I'm so tired of 40. I'm so tired of 50, 60. Right? I don't know. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's definitely kind of gloomy because of Bitcoin's price action, but hey, like whenever the sentiment changes, it really changes pretty hard over here, right? Because you can feel it. You can feel people kind of down and stuff. And actually, if you trade, you can just feel the fake outs back to kind of giving hope, trying to push Bitcoin up a little bit, but then those don't last very long at all right now. It's definitely stronger on the sell side. But hey, look, this is kind of what we've seen in the past couple cycles, right? Leading up into that halving year winter and then into the post halving year, which is really where all the fun happens. So we just got to get through it. I feel like one more month is what we got to get through. We keep saying that, I know. Yeah. But October has shown to be pretty strong. So
we're about 3 days away, or 2 days away, depending on what's 30 days. We're about 2 days away from the end of the month here. It's coming this weekend, so we'll get a weekly close and a monthly close in the same weekend, which is pretty cool. Do you think that changes? Because I was listening to someone talk yesterday, and they're basically saying how like every month just feels different, right? It's like I think it was Foxy actually, and they were just saying how like we just got to turn that page and then everything changes. Do you feel that way for September?
Well, we haven't even gotten into September yet, right?
Well, that's my point. Do you feel like it could be different in September, like being in August right now? Do you feel like
I want to
turning
say
that
yes.
calendar?
I want to say yes, but my gut instinct is telling me no, that it's not going to be very much different. It's going to be chop up and down, and you'll probably have some flashes of something similar to last weekend, right? Last weekend was probably one of the biggest psyops. Well, it wasn't necessarily a psyop. It was positive news that came in with the Fed announcing they were going to cut interest rates, and then you had the political scene just looking positive, and then Bitcoin got to 60. I think it touched 65,000, and then next thing you know, the Telegram founder is in jail, and things start to unravel. And when it unravels over here, it really does, right? It's easy for it to just flush down rather than building. It feels like it's work to build up, but maybe not earlier this year. That seemed pretty easy sometimes, but lately it feels like work. Like we're
Everything's
climbing
so
up uphill.
hard right now. Like the research right now is hard. Just being in the mix of it, going in spaces right now has been hard for me. Right. I know you guys probably watching the show. Like, you guys are troopers, dude. Because right now it's not a fun time in the space. Everything feels exactly as your point. Everything feels like work. Even doing research, like I've been on an NCAA football kick, so I'm just trying to like hide my hide my downness in video games. But you just got to do something sometimes. Get your head out of here, and it's so hard because we're 24/7 with this shit, right? So
yeah, 100%, man. But these are the times that you're tested, really, in my opinion, right? You want to not lose focus at the most critical times, and I feel like this is the most critical time, a couple months before a big rally into a year that we're like every other cycle is been amazing for people that have been paying attention, right? So that's where it is. I think it's going to be it's like the journey, right? You look back a lot of times and you say, man, there was a lot of tough times, but once you reach that, like, the glory land, you're kind of like, oh, it was worth it. It was worth it. I'll tell you, man, there has been stressful moments. That's 100% sure.
All right, let's get into some news here. Warren Buffett sold another 981 million shares of Bank of America. Buffett now holds $278 billion in cash and selling stocks like never before, including Apple. Warren Buffett is selling more than he's ever sold before. He has $250 billion in cash, not investing like I thought he would in this moment, because obviously the rates are about to be cut and stuff. But why do you think Warren Buffett is picking up so much cash? Do you think that he's just about to retire and he just wants to maybe I don't know, why do you think he's trying to get almost $300 billion in cash right now?
Yeah, so I think Warren Buffett's probably going to have to be forced to retire by whoever his family is in his later years, because when you have like such a good good handle of an industry, it's not work, right? I think he looks at it like that. And he's probably trying to be in cash to prepare, because like people said, when you start cutting rates, stocks actually do plummet. They go down, and I think he's gonna try to pick up a lot of stuff for cheap in the Q4, later parts of Q4, early Q1 of 2025. Right. I don't think it's a retirement type thing. I mean, like, he doesn't need that much cash to retire, right? $278 billion in cash.
Well, the reason I thought that I just thought maybe they'll do like a stock buyback or something similar to kind of keep, because when he retires, Berkshire Hathaway is really going to take a hit. And if they come in, and that was the only thing I was thinking about, because he might have got some bad news or something, and maybe they want to secure the Berkshire Hathaway price and do like a stock buyback or something. I don't know. I think so it's either that or he sees a recession coming, because there's no reason to sit on this much cash being an investor of his he can invest in anything and it's going to pump just because the fact that he's Warren Buffett, right? So the news comes out a month later after he buys something because he has to report it, and that pumps. So he can make money doing nothing, but sitting in cash, he's not making money. He's actually losing money to inflation.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's just a preparation for
Yeah.
what's coming up, right? Like he's
Scary,
the master.
though, no?
He's like the master chess player, right? Of stocks, right? So he knows whatever he's doing. And who knows? Maybe he's just trying to throw people off too, because doesn't want everybody
I'm
knowing
just
his
by reading
strategy.
that, and the reason why it's on the news, it's kind of scared me. Like, if we do get a crash in November, December, like, what the hell are we going to do over here? You know what I mean, dude? Like, I don't know. Let's move on there because that's kind of terrible news and some of it. But exactly 10 years ago today, Hal Finney, the first Bitcoin user, passed away. He made one of the first Bitcoin transactions after Satoshi. But 10 years now, Hal Finney. How big do you think Hal Finney would be today if he was still alive?
I think he would be pretty big, right? I don't know his personality really, or I haven't really seen many interviews or anything of him, but he's seems to be highly regarded, like just a huge part of Bitcoin history and stuff like that. So I think he would be in the spotlight. So everybody, I mean, celebrates his I guess influence on Bitcoin. So I would love to have met him in person. That would have been really, really cool, right? But I think we'll continually just he has a big part right now, actually.
Yeah. He was definitely an innovator. So I think the Bitcoiners would have actually eventually hated him. I think either you die a villain or you see yourself, or you die a hero, or you see yourself live long enough to become the villain. I think Hal Finney would have probably became the villain if he was still alive, because he's an innovator. He's not going to sit on this rock. He probably would have built a chain. He probably would have done something really amazing for the ecosystem that's not just Bitcoin. So I think he might have been hated at this point because he might have did NFTs on Bitcoin 8 years ago, right? So
true. And he wouldn't have ever came out, even if he was a part of like who Satoshi Nakamoto was, like a group of people. He would have never came out and admitted that. So you're probably right. Something like what Charles, what's his name from Cardano did. Yeah.
All right. Hong Kong Bitcoin ETF surpasses $2 billion in asset under management. Pretty big for Hong Kong. Remember this came out like in June and we were all hyped for it, and it didn't do anything. But it probably did. We just probably haven't really noticed it with the US ETF.
Yeah, I mean, it always, like, anything that has like a decent sized market and stuff will help. But we're gonna get all the news from the inflows and outflows of the US ETF, right? So I think it does build up, but it's not going to be able to touch anything that over here in terms of the total volume and stuff.
100%. Cointelegraph tweets BTC sell pressure from long-term holders has decreased by almost 4 times since the price dropped from 69. One analyst knows. So basically, long-term holders are not selling here. It is not long-term holders. This is just trader games, is what they're trying to say here. What the article I read was saying. It's just trader games right now. These are just traders who do this for a living. They're shorting it right now, and they're kind of covering their shorts if it gets too high, and that's all we have. No one's selling right now. There's only buy pressure, but the people who do sell, there's only about 250,000 coins that trade daily. Isn't that nuts? Out of the
That's
20,
crazy.
There's probably like 16 million in circulation because so many's been lost. But like out of the 16 million, let's just say only 250,000 coins actually trade.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of those are entities that were similar to Alameda Research, right? Like every centralized exchange probably has their department similar to that, but they don't have a bunch of like 21-year-olds that are director of that department, like how they had it over there at FTX. They've been doing this for a while, so they're going to control the flow of the price. When there's opportunities, they'll just like double, triple down on top of that. Like, I mean, you can see the manipulation that just happened, right? I mean, if you traded that Bart Simpson pattern, it didn't happen as quick as you would like. It hit all the stop losses on the way down. And, so this is a profit game for them.
You called that, by the way. You called it from the top. So, all right, moving on here Ton Network experienced major delays. No new blocks have been generated for about 3 hours. This is a post from last night, and this came out this morning. The disruption was primarily caused by overwhelming surge in transaction volume due to the launch of a new meme coin called Dogs. The sudden influx of transactions. So last night, when the blockchain kind of seized up, everyone thought that potentially it was an attack by France or attacked by another country coming in and kind of like trying to shut down Ton. But no, it was actually a meme coin called Dogs, which kind of sucks for a dog go to the moon, because now you have something that's going to be like, oh, which one is which? So, but but this being a Ton coin, not being Bitcoin. But what do you think about this Ton kind of being seized? But I think the price started dropping right when the Ton network kind of stopped. So it was kind of like, oh crap moment, or it was kind of like an excuse to dump.
I think it was just a collaborative, like what will go wrong what can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah.
And so that's what seemed to have happened, right? So the news came out with the founder getting arrested, and then this follows up. So assumptions were going to happen after that, right? And it just was like a cascade avalanche effect. But I think the people that like actually spot purchased Ton at these cheap prices, I think those are going to pay off. It's kind of like Solana. What was the lowest Solana got to after the FTX debacle? It was
$8.
$8. I mean, come on, like, and now it's like touched 200 I think not long ago, or heading towards there, right? So it's like people have that same opportunity with Ton, but probably more of an opportunity for the upside. So
yeah, I agree. But good news though, that the Telegram founder and CEO Pavel has been released from police custody and is now being transferred to court. So he'll probably be out today on either bail or something. But that's good. And then there's rumors have it that the president of France actually had him. He was there for dinner with the president when he got arrested. Isn't that pretty nuts?
That is nuts. So it was kind of like a setup.
It was technically, yeah. So be careful, Elon. Don't go to any dinners in any country. We need you here, buddy. But there were so right before the Ton thing, there were increasing Bitcoin inflows to spot exchanges just before today's sell-off. So just before the Ton news came out, just before the sell-off, the volume to exchanges was insane. So many people were sending their Bitcoin to exchanges, and so it's kind of like, if you are into trading stuff, just start looking at trading at the exchange volume, right? If you see a pickup in volume with deposits, I mean, it's obvious they're going to be dumping within the next couple of hours. So there's no reason to send your Bitcoin to exchanges in mass amounts when you're just going to hold it there.
Yeah. You were telling me about this. I mean, this is probably great data for traders to kind of decide what they want to do for the next play or whatever. But, this is after hours, typically, is whenever that happens, right?
Yeah.
So.
All right. So this is a tweet from Udi. It said Tuesday, DT. I was going to talk about that today, but I removed it because what's been going on with YouTube. But DT releases new NFTs Wednesday. Gensler decides NFTs are securities. Bro, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. And this is a tweet from Devin Finzer, the co-founder and CEO of OpenSea. OpenSea has received a Wells notice from the SEC threatening to sue us because they believe NFTs on our platform are securities. So DT drops a collection. Then the very next day, Gary says it's a security.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting, right? But yeah, I thought that was crazy. A lot of people were upset because they're saying, this is supposed to be a hard reset for the current administration, and then this comes out. But I don't know. I feel like kind of just getting too deep into all that stuff is probably not the best idea for people like us. But you gotta at least hit on it. And I just think that this is gonna be interesting to see what happens after this year, right? Either way, we're either gonna know that they were just trying to set us up for trying to go that way, or we have a true new kind of reset with the United States in our industry. So I hate to see it, but not shocked. I mean, they seem to kind of, they're like gunslingers, right? Like they just
Gary Gunslinger.
yeah, exactly.
Shout out Foxy with a Gary Gunslinger. You can go battle Gary in the Foxy game, by the way. So that's pretty cool. Bitcoin Fear and Greed. Yesterday was a 48. Last week was a 26. Today is a, what do you think?
I'm gonna say we're at like a 28.
Close,
32 maybe.
Dude. You're so on. You're right in between there
okay.
at a 30. So great job by you. But yeah, dude, sitting here at 30, you know, we were just up here. I was just complaining about being up here for too long, and now we're below it. It's getting old, man. It's getting old. I want to see 90 again. But let's get into that Bitcoin price action. Let's see exactly what the king is doing, because when the king talks, you know, you just got to pay attention. This is brought to you by the great guys at BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be one of the leading perpetual dexes in the Bitcoin ecosystem. They're planning to be on Botonics, the spider chain. So we're very excited for that. Testnet's going to go live very soon. Trading competition in the next probably like next 2-3 weeks. So that's going to be fun. We're going to be doing it live here. So check out BitPerp when they are ready, guys. It's going to be big.
Yep, it is going to be big. And before we get into Bitcoin's price action, guys, please, on the YouTube side, smash that like for us. Helps us a ton. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. And turn those notifications on so you know when we go live. And then on Twitter, guys, share the space for us and like it, please. That helps us so much. And we thank you guys so much. All right, so let's get into some Bitcoin price action. You can still see that Bart Simpson pattern just played out to a T here with a little bit of an extended head here, you can see, but man, it did come down, and it came down viciously. So sorry to the shorts that got, or the longs that got wrecked. It was pretty much a long squeeze, but that doesn't necessarily mean the long squeeze is over. I'm hearing a lot of things about, you know, possibly getting down to 51K. That would definitely not be fun. But hey, look, they grabbed liquidity at 63.5. They grabbed liquidity at 62.2. They grabbed liquidity at 59. So they've grabbed like 3 pockets of solid liquidity already. So it would be kind of greedy, I think, on their part. But hey, they're going to do what they are going to do. But let's see what's going on for the rest of today. Honestly, the buy pressure is weak. I'm going to be honest with you. There have been some little fake outs here. You know, they got all the way up to almost like 60,200, I think was about the wick of the high. And then it came down just as probably easier than it went up right there. And so you can see the buy pressure on the 1 hour chart is weakening here. I just think that we're in a bearish sentiment right now, and you can feel it if you trade. You know, you're thinking, oh, this is when it's going to turn around, and just the upswings are way weaker than the downswings. That's the sentiment that I'm getting. So I do expect this to probably chop with a little bit more downside if they do try to go down to that $51,000 wick and fill that. You know, maybe we see like 57, 56 if they're super aggressive. I mean, we could see a bloody, you know, rest of the week. But I'm definitely being cautious, not trying to open any longs or anything like that. So just kind of sitting back and waiting, trying to get more research into what the next move is. For me, the next move is no move. And so that's what I'm seeing for the rest of today. On the 8 hour chart, it's not looking great, guys. It's basically that Bart Simpson pattern is kind of, it played out, but on the higher time frame here, so it doesn't look as defined, but it's definitely there. And you can see we just entered in oversold, right? And so the sell pressure is opened up here. It doesn't look like the rest of the week is going to be that great. You know, it's going to be choppy with bearish sentiment it was what I'm thinking. I guess we're going to probably end the month on that kind of note, that sentiment, and then go into September. Maybe that's where things change, is because we might end the month so bearish in August that like after the first couple of days of September, towards the end of the first week of September, we might have a little bit of a, you know, some reversal. But yeah, this is kind of the news. It's not the best news, but it is the news for the Bitcoin price action. Sorry to make your sad face, your face sad there.
Yeah, I mean, well, nah, let's play. Well, we do got some economic data tomorrow. We have the jobs number, which I don't. It's so hard to tell because like, if it's low, people are like, "Oh, we're going into a recession." But if it's not that low, if it's a little low, people are like, "Okay, cool. He's definitely going to cut rates. Maybe he'll cut them even more than we expect. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just all over the place. I kind of just want August to end, but I think we're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to wake me up in September. But we do have Fractal September 9th, right? So that's something to look forward to. But like, guys, just remember, you won't actually be able to mint BRC20s until block 22,000. So I think a lot of people are forgetting that. They think, but you will be able to mint ordinals. So it's like, the first million. Or the first 100,000. Let's just see what collections come. Are you planning on anything? Are you planning for Fractal at all? Are you planning any collection to get into the top 100,000?
I don't know about collections, but I am going to try to play it. I'm going to try to play it very particularly. Be very I don't know. I guess tight with my plays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think there's going to be opportunity there, but it's still going to be not like super bullish in my opinion, like the whole in market, but it's perfect for Fractal, right? Because you kind of get like a bump for the space, some juice, some energy going in mid-September, and then leading up into October, which I'm very, very confident that October is the month, guys, at least to get things started, the spark. And I mean, if I'm wrong on that, then I'm gonna stop talking about that altogether.
Warren Buffett says you're wrong. Warren Buffett says that, I don't know. But
I think Bitcoin and crypto they're just gonna do something different, on their cycles. We see it right now. I mean, the stock market's all-time highs, right? Like, so like it's the Bitcoin during the halving year and post halving year, they do their own thing, right? And so that's what we're gonna see, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get into the roll call. Let's see who's here, because being here matters and we're paying attention. But we have a new first, dude. So congratulations, Zahid. He has never, not one time become first, but today is his day, because today is the day. Zahid is number one. You are a winner today. You are the only winner today. But shout out to you, my friend, unless you shorted the Bart Simpsons pattern like Yagobi was calling for. But congratulations, Zahid, man, and welcome to the number one club. Chief Axel is here. Shout out to you, my friend. Mr. Hanky said, can you guys please have Adam McBride on the show? His insight on Bell's coin is fascinating. Well, Mr. Hanky, good news for you, because we did a video with Adam on Monday, and that'll be released probably in the next 4 to 5 hours. So look out for that. So yes. Tim Baker says that he made the graveyard. No, Tim, you made the actual show. Shout out to you, my friend. Tim Baker, AUDR, one of our mods. Then we have, I don't know how to say this word. Shrem. La 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 ding dong. All right, Glasshopper.
Shramalala.
Oh, okay.
La ding dong.
Shout out to you, my friend.
I don't know what that is.
Yasher's in the building. He said ton stop transaction confirmations, and that was exactly when the dip happened. Shout out to Yasher, man. Mike's World, next year, literally sell in May and go away. The manipulation is crazy. I might be with you, bro. Of course, it'll be the one May I sell, and June's like the most parabolic month of all time. PJNZ is here. Webdro, shout out to Webdro again, dude. He's always commenting. Just appreciate you, man. You're on everything, bro. You came in to our community and you just you're just amazing. Thank you, sir. Danny Boy is here. GM. Appreciate Danny, one of our mods, man. Danny's always killing it. Big Goofy Guy is back, dude. Where have you been? Goofy Guy? It's been a while, but you're back. Shout out to you, my friend. I Walk Alone is here. He says, you are slacking. Smash that like and share. Let's effing go be rich. Pelpa is here. Shout out to Pelpa. And we got Superfan, man. He's building. He's got his hoodie up, music blasting. Shout out to him, man. Reziak is here. SPI is here. He said, love the thumbnail. Yeah, Yagobi has been killing it with the thumbnails lately. They're fun.
Appreciate it.
Freaking phenomenal. Coach Katz is here, bringing the coffee and the donuts, and the dog go to the moon. Shout out to you, my friend. Chain Watcher is here. No is in the building. Shout out to No. And then we have SPI is here. Ant-Man's in the building. Ordinals Chips. Where's Ordinals Tweets? You guys are usually back to back. Shout out to the Ordinals Chips. Itsutoshi is here. Yasher is here. Claudia Yu is here. He said more sideways equals biggest pain. Itsutoshi again. Let's see who's no. Steamy J is here. And we got Zaza. He says, hi team. What's up, Zaza? And then we have Rick G. He says, long live BRC 20s. Long live them until FRC 20s comes in. Let's see. Kai Effect is in the building. Shout out Kai Effect. He said many YouTubers are polarized at Telegram CEO. It seems a lot more going on than I originally thought. Yeah, everyone loves Telegram. I mean, without Telegram, we don't have projects. I mean, that's all. That's how we all communicate. D Love is here. Patty Poo is here. Shout out to Patty Poo, man, the Bitcoin machine himself. Daywood is here, and then Patty Poo says Shiz is the alpha. Shout out to Patty Poo, man. Shout out to all you guys who make the roll call every single day. You guys mean so much to us, and we appreciate you guys on this down Wednesday. But you guys are here rocking with us, man. We really appreciate it. 150 people in here today on this early morning. So appreciate every single one of you guys, man. But I think our guest is here, right?
Yep. Let's bring him up.
Get rid of this banner. Got it.
Yep, I'm gonna bring him up. Naqib, welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. What's up? GMG and everyone. Sorry, I don't have a webcam this time on. I'm on my desktop. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I was from a Chinese space earlier as well. They want to know about Odin Swap and stuff. And I think I told them to come here as well. I think she's you were there in the space as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Really excited to be here again with you guys. You guys are homies, and can't wait to see you guys in Singapore yourself.
Yep, it's gonna be a fun time, brother. Well, seems like people are kind of sad about Bitcoin's price right now. Is there anything you can say that can maybe turn these frowns upside down?
Well, I mean, dude, look, why are you sad about Bitcoin price? Where were we last year, right? We were fucking at $30,000 or $20,000+.
There
And
you go.
this year we are half of that, more
There you go.
like we increased it by half. And this is nothing, bro. This is if you call this a dump, then I don't think you have been in any fucking bear market at all, man. This is just nothing at all. This is to me normal, man. Yeah.
but Naqib, I was told this year was supposed to be amazing. I was told this year was the halving year. I was told runes were gonna make me rich. What happened?
Well, this is all because of fucking people overhyping shit up for no reason over again. This is normal, right? This is the same thing that happened if you see in Ethereum, people overhyping L2s, right? Look at what the fuck happened to Cosmos, Atom, what Optimism, all these things, what happened to them, right? It's just an overhyped thing. End of the day, this space grew to be in a way that people understand what's what, right? It's no more like the cabal shield and people just listen blindly anymore, right? You can say that in 2021, you can say that during the last bull market, but now people are smarter, right? They are trying their best, to not get caught in all this alpha call bullshit trap. They're trying to learn. But end of the day, what we are looking here right now is that Bitcoin hit all-time high before the halving, right? That's a good start, right? And if you see this dip, right, from 70+K to all the way to what's the price now? 58, 59?
Yeah, in there, yeah.
58.6, yep.
Yeah, 58, right? It's come on, it's 58 only, right? It's still way better than where we were during the last bear, right? We were 20+, 29K, 30K. Come on, guys. If you have been buying Bitcoin and DCing back then, you're still in profit. So I mean, all this thing about rune's gonna make me fucking rich, fucking L2's gonna make me fucking rich, and all this, these are just narrative people just want to pump their own bags or whatever, man. All these are hopium where we have to be realistic in this space, right? Don't listen to people. You can listen to all the alpha callers, all this cabal bullshit, but take it with a pinch of salt. End of the day, it's your own money. Do what is right. Just invest or just degen in things that you think is right, and take care of yourself out there, right? You can listen to a lot of people's opinions, but end of the day, you yourself are your own opinion. That's my take, right? I was one of them myself who was bullish on runes and stuff like that, but I was always wary about what the hell is happening, right? Because I think if people have not gone through the whole BRC20 craze, dude, I went through the whole BRC20 craze. I think a lot of us went through the BRC20 craze. A lot of us got burned out by BRC20 craze, right? We learned from that craze about runes, all the crazy hype and all this shit. But I was always been very reserved. I learned something that I like for the first day. of runes itself, when the mempool went thousand sets per V-byte, I did not mean anything at all. I did not mean anything at all, because for me, there will always be fucking jitters in a space, and that's where you get to buy from these jitters themselves. And true enough, if you buy from these jitters, you will be successful, because like, for example, Satoshi Nakamoto, people spend thousands of sets of V-byte. I bought them at a very, very low. Right. Same for not same for Fair, who I bought them at fucking low. Right. And it is what it is. To me, all the people that say they get runes that make you guys rich is just hopium, that they want they just want you to buy their bags. And end of the day, you have to think about yourself, and do what is right, which is to buy chunks at small chunks and DCA down. Like, I have friends, who AP into R6 at 26 sets per V buy, and they went all ape shit when the whole thing dumped, right? But I told them, then when RC went down to 3 sets per V byte recently, or 2 sets per V byte, I told him, bro, this is the time for you to buy. Just buy as much as you can. And then true enough, RC went to at least 7 or 8. And I told them, if you want to exit now, is the best time. At least you make 2 to 3x of your initial purchase, of how you kind of the DCA kind of pull your bags down lower. But I told him, for me, I'm not selling anything, I'm just accumulating, because I believe that our sake personally, this is not a financial advice or anything, will be, I think, the first token to list in Binance. There's a lot of people in the Chinese market talking about RC being Binance. I don't know, right? But if you say that runes make you rich, all I say is it could potentially make you rich, in the sense that it's still new. Not much exchanges is pushing runes up. Only OKX is pushing RSIC. But when the whole market fly, I think runes is gonna fly tremendously, and that's where people gonna be like happy as shit. Very similar to what happened with Audi. Right? Remember when fucking BRC20 was dumping like crazy? People said, "Oh, ordinals are date season stuff." Audi was like rubbish. People dumping Audis like hotcakes. And then suddenly, when Audi went to Binance, look what happened. People arbitraging from Unisat like crazy and selling it to Binance. I was one of those that arbitraged like crazy and made a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that RC would definitely be in Binance. All I'm saying is, have that possibility that some of this situation might happen again, like what happened to Audi. Always, it's
Yeah.
better to be prepared than not prepared. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
100%.
So
And for
so
some
when
people that
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, for people that don't know, last summer, Ordi was at like $26, went from 0 to 26, and then dipped all the way back down to $2 a bit in August and September. Basically the same exact thing the runes did. And then 2 months later, they went parabolic for about 4 months. So we're basically living out the BRC20 stuff all over again, right? But
Yeah.
good, Yago.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's my take on this, because Binance has been aggressively talking about runes nonstop. I have
Yeah.
friends in Binance that say that the research team is looking into runes and stuff, and these are hints, right? I mean, OKX itself is really bullish on runes. They're trying to deploy more stuff in runes, if I'm not wrong, and then they have their own X layer, their own chain that might be something to do with runes. I don't know, but these are all speculations. But again, based on my experience in the space, it's better to be ready when something happened than not be ready when that thing actually happened.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, like, when can people get into the Naqib crypto trading class? When
No, no. I'm not a very good trader. I always trade based on guts fully. I mean, not say guts. I just follow the market. I mean, Twitter is king, right? Twitter is where you join as many Twitter groups, so listen to what the voices of the people are, and then from there you just call your own shots, right? Like, for me, when back then, when Puppet was all time high, people would keep shooting Puppet, but I feel like there are a lot of people also fading Puppets like crazy. So you need to have that whole understanding of, I mean, you have to have your own guts. I mean, I just purely trade on guts. I don't do TA shit and stuff like that. I'm not a very good trader, but I do, and I am a very, very safe trader. What I mean by safe is that every single time when I do some trades, I always tell myself, okay, once you hit 2, 3, 4x, for example, I'm gonna dump, right? Or I'm gonna sell. And even though you go 10x, 20x, end of the day, P is P, means profit is profit, right? And don't harm yourself. And like, I rather sell at a profit of 5, 6, 7x rather than waiting and hoping you go 20-30x possibly. If it hits that and you're the one to sell, congratulations to you, right? But how many times you wait and wait and wait and it just go to shit? So that's my number one rule is to when I buy something, I will always try to make 2x profit from my principal first, and I will sell those principal to at least make back my principal and some profit. And the rest, I just let it run. If it goes up and up and up, then I'm gonna sell. Yeah, I mean, that's just my thinking. I'm not a trader, not nothing. I'm just a builder in the space, trying to grow the space, do fun stuff, make you guys rich, not myself. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. So, you're the co-founder of Ordzar. Everyone knows kind of what Ordzar is. What is your title for this new guy? This is Odin Swap.
Um, I guess I'm Odin himself. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, so I don't know. Odin Swap is just a side project, another project that we built, with the sole purpose of bringing proper liquidity into runes, a proper proper trading experience or experience of people buying runes with ease, right? Like, as Magic Eden, Unisat, OKX, they have a lot of I mean, they have a marketplace for runes and stuff, but it's more like a P2P, and it's not really user friendly for people from other chains that are not used to this kind of UI UX and stuff like that. Right. So I built this Odin swap. Right. Odin is, of course, Norse god, and runes is Norse, and Odin is, we want to be the god of swap, right, for runes. And we make it very simple, very seamless for anyone in the space to come in and just swap. Right. Of course, we have a problem right now, which is liquidity, right? So that's why we are launching the campaign. I think we're the only one out here that is launching a campaign where we need help from a lot of people to just provide liquidity to the pools. We are giving nice APR. If you click on the pool side, Yagobi and Shizzy, you can actually see we have some APRs going on, and these APR are rewards earned in BTC, right? And we want to make it so easy. Like, you testing it out, right? And
Yeah.
you sign transaction, and it's done. That's it.
Done.
Swap done. How
Did you just
simple
swap
is that?
something?
Yeah, that quick. I swapped
Yeah.
some cat for some Bitcoin in there. That was cool.
Can you go?
Exactly.
Can you
I
go?
got a
Yeah, go to pools.
Yeah.
And if you scroll down, and look, we just launched, I think, yesterday or something, and thankfully we have some support. We are reaching almost 200k liquidity in the market, and we're having all this APR. We put into BTC to reward people to put into the LP, to have fun, to grow, to put in liquidity. And we need more liquidity, because the more liquidity we have in the rune space, the more runes can grow as a whole.
Yeah.
That's it. So what is this? So basically, this is a booster, right? So if you put in if you put in a pair, you provide liquidity in Odin Swap, you get a booster in BTC. On top of that, you also get trading fees when people swap. You get fees from that as well. So you earn yourself. So if you have any spare runes laying around, spare BTC laying around, feel free to put in some pairs, get some APR. On top of that, we also have XP for people that provide LPs. We will receive some XP, and I can say or not say. All I can say is you might receive some kind of reward end of this September. That's all I can say.
Gotcha.
Your address. Yeah.
I love how you're doing experience points instead of just points, right? It kind of gives it that RPG type of feel that, like,
Yeah.
when eventually I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get like a fire hand or something, like with the next upgrade, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is our V1 version, guys. I mean, this is just a basic L1 AMM swap, right? And a lot of people ask how do kind of we track the whole slippage, pricing. We actually created on the back end, amazing technology where we call it a queuing system, where it's first click, first queue kind of concept. So no matter how many people click, the first person to click, even as fast as 0.001 second, for example, that his order will go into queue first, right? And then the next order go to the second queue, the third queue, so on and so forth. So the slippage will move accordingly nicely as well. And we are able to do every single thing, from sending the BTC to receiving the runes in one single block. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
That's
so
that's
sick.
crazy. One block takes care of everything. Then
Yes.
is that also take care of like creating liquidity? Obviously, you have to create the liquidity pair and stuff like that. So that probably takes a couple different transactions, right?
Even no, even putting liquidity into Odin Swap, right? It's basically just one block. That's all. Once it's confirmed one block, the liquidity is in.
Gotcha.
Is,
Wow.
is there any plans to add maybe like single staking or anything like that, or just LP pools? Because someone like me is like,
Yeah.
I don't want to put like my $1 billion cat up with Bitcoin because obviously I know how LPs work, right? I'm gonna be selling my as you know, as $1 billion cat goes up like, you know, 20x, I'm gonna be selling that into Bitcoin to kind of keep that even pair. Correct. So is there any plans for single staking at all?
Yes, we do have plan for single staking in the future, but not for now because for now we need that strong LP first, right? So this
Yeah.
is the V1. V1 is basically just a simple BTC to a rune to BTC, right? We already working on the version 2, which is not single staking yet. However, it's permissionless LP. This is gonna be fucking crazy. Right? This is where we get a insane amount of degens to come in. Like for example, right, that you guys want to launch your own Ordinal Revolution runes. Right? You etch it, and then how do I deploy it? How do I create liquidity? How do I do how do I market make my own runes? Right? I can't go to Magic Eden. You know, it's very hard to market make. What I do is instead I go to Odin Swap. I can just easily just create my own LP, launch it after you etch. You can just go to Odin Swap, launch it, and you can just launch your own pair, and people can just do what they can, right? What kind of what's happening is basically I'm building a pancake fucking swap in Bitcoin.
I love it, dude. You're definitely one of my favorite builders. I mean, Ordzard is phenomenal. Now Odin Swap is great, man. So how's it been so far? Have you been getting a lot of trades? I do see, you know, if you go to all trades, you got pages and pages and pages of trades so far. Are you saying it kind of pick up since the launch?
Yes, I mean a lot of people kind of gave a lot of good feedback, right? Like for example, we do need to kind of change a couple of UIs, but a lot of people are saying it's smooth, right? I'm very happy that so far there's no failed transactions. That is key, right? So far every swap is getting complete, right? And we people are slowly understanding that trying Odin Swap in small chunks, which is pretty cool. But slowly we actually can see some people buying more runes on that side, and we have more BTC on that side as well, which is pretty insane. We grew like all like dog is I think our biggest LP right now. Like we
Yeah.
have a lot of people putting in dog almost 100K. We reached 100K. I think people took it out, but yeah, slowly you want to grow the pool. Like even dot stop, shout out to them. They didn't even start out. I mean, they start out very similar to us, not a lot of liquidity, but it's growing, right? It takes time to grow. And of course we have a lot of partnerships coming on. We want to do more in this space while getting people to understand that runes now, there's a way for people to do fast swap easily compared to like if you go to Magic Eden, you have to pick and choose. You have to wait for something to go down. Then you have to fight. You have to PvP to be the fastest one. And yeah. And the good thing is, so far we tested it. You can't snipe the transaction. It can't
You
be sniped.
can't.
Yeah, you can. You can. So far we
Oh.
tried, but I don't know. Maybe there's other ways, but hopefully you can't snipe a transaction. That's all I'd say. Yeah. If anyone can snipe it, please feel free to reach out to me. You know, um, yeah,
So you have the 4 pairs. They'll go to the moon, $1 billion cat, R6, decentralized. You said that eventually it's going to be permissionless, where you can come in and you can put any degen token that you want, which kind of creates like a pump.fun type of environment where you can just kind of mint and stuff like that. Are you guys planning on anything like that, like a pump.fun type thing to go with your exchange?
no, it's more like I think there are people building Pump.Fun on Bitcoin. We plan to work with them instead, so they can
Gotcha.
launch Pump.Fun in their website, and then once let's say they hit a threshold, automatically the pool will go to Odin Swap, for example, right, to be traded
Yeah.
properly. So Depends. If let's say if the person that's building from Bitcoin suck, then you know what? I'll fucking beat it myself. You know. So,
Yeah, man. So it's August. I remember talking to you in New York back in, I want to say, February, and that was the first time you told me about this. I didn't have a name back then, but it was really cool hearing how excited you are, man, and see, just a few months later that it's up, it's running, it's smooth, man. I just want to say congratulations, dude, because
thank you.
I know it's not easy to build on a UTXO model chain for sure.
It's not. It's not. Look, trust me. Like we plan to release this in April, right after runes, right after Halloween, right after runes. The reason we did not was because while building this thing, dude, there's so much exploitation risk. There's so much double spend issues, and because at this point it's all customer funds, right? Like odds are, is purely non-custodial. People trade and that's it, right? And this one is non-custodial as well, but we are talking about real customer funds here, and we tested and tested. And the fucked up thing is, we go to so many test auditing firms and ask them to help us to test. All of them are scared to test. Dude, I don't know Bitcoin. They go like, shit, I don't know Bitcoin. I said, I pay you some cash, bro. Like, I pay you. Like, I don't know Bitcoin. Like, I don't dare to test it. Like, if you do EVM, yes, I can do it, but Bitcoin. So we actually have to test it ourselves. Like when we launched the test net a few months back, we ask people to please help us to test. We have like 50, 60,000 addresses that help us to test and stuff like that. And everyone was being very, very instrumental in building this, telling us what can change, what should change, and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks to everyone.
That's awesome. Well, there's been other swaps that have attempted to do this, and they're still going right now. Like for example, Dot Swap
Yeah.
started doing this last year, and then they're still going right now. What would you say is the biggest difference between Odin Swap to Dot Swap?
Well, I don't really know much about the backend for dot swap, right? But for me, I think our backend queuing system is really unique. I think our backend is. I think we are the only one to be able to do a proper queuing system in the backend, and to be able to find the proper slippage correctly, right? To be able to create that list of orders when it comes to multiple transaction happening, within that few minutes of time people want to swap stuff. And as you can see from our history, there's no so far. I mean, hopefully, there's no failed transaction. And the one other reason that I think for us why we are better as well. I'm sorry, I won't say better. I mean, shout out to Dogs, they're amazing people as well. One of the reasons why we're different, of course, is I think our experience in building a swap. This is not my first rodeo in building a swap. I built a swap before, in EVMs, and a lot of it fundamentals comes to me understanding how actually a swap works. And in terms of our whole backend, is I feel just our backend is different. But again, if dot swap is able to open themselves up and share more about their backend, we might be the same eventually, right? Because the
Yeah.
thing is, there's so many things that you can build on Bitcoin. Eventually, when people find the right solution, it could be the same solution altogether. So I don't know whether what's different between us and dot swap, but I can tell you what's happening behind the hood. And if dot swap, they can share more under the hood, how they do ordering of multiple transactions happening at once and stuff like that. If it's different, then is different. If it's the same, then both of us on the right track to help grow this space.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the things too, I agree with what you're saying too, by the way. And one of the things that I will say is that when Dot Swap came out, they didn't first. I don't think they have like a really strong marketing team, and that's something that they can obviously get better with and stuff like that. So that can help them if they do. But it didn't bring over the degen type people, right? But I feel like you have this degen energy with you, so I'm thinking that Odin Swap, as long as it's smooth, the UX is good, you would think like some of these degens that want to play over in Bitcoin but don't want to do it the way we do it will start coming over. Is that your plan? And if it is,
Yes.
how do you accomplish that?
Well, for us, degen has been a very pivotal thing for us, right? And we, of course, thanks to Odza, we have 700,000 addresses that interact with us, and they actually know Odza. right now we have not been aggressively marketing because we are constantly finding LP first and stuff like that. But once we have that fine balance hit of good LPs, we can definitely push this that crazy, and we have a lot of people actually did a test net and test on on Odin Swap, and they're actually really happy. They even tested and stuff like that, and they are trying their. I mean, we have a lot of campaigns planned for this, right? We have this APR thing that we are doing. I mean, DGen love APR. That's why I think within less than one day, we were almost reaching 200K. I think that's something I'm not. That's something that I think Dot didn't achieve at start. I mean, if I'm not wrong, they only have like a couple of thousands of liquidity and stuff like that. But for us, we slowly push it in a way that is fun, is simple, and is degen friendly. And we are aggressive talking to degens in our community, in our Discord. We're aggressively getting a lot of people trying it out and pushing the tweet out everything. So yeah, that is something we have planned and we are pushing out nicely.
Perfect.
Awesome. I heard Jan talking in a spaces the other day, or might have been yesterday, but he said that obviously they're right now they're doing dot swap as their swap, but he said eventually Magic Eden's going to be an aggregator using all the swaps, and Odin was definitely something that was mentioned. Are you guys in talks with Xverse to kind of have them use your APIs for the aggregator?
Well, if you look at Xverse tweet, there's something going on there. I mean, they were playing punk. They put my face, they crop my face and do something. Go to Xverse Telegram or Twitter. You can see fun things happen.
How did I miss this? How did I miss it? It's so good.
So this is a big hint for everyone, right? Like, yeah, this is a big hint for everyone. And
can I
on
save
top,
this picture for my next
yeah.
thumbnail?
You see the freaking Xverse logo at the eye patch, right? But also one thing is we focus on degen like crazy, right? And if you guys go to Odin Swap, you go to the swap side. If you look at the BPS, right, the bips, we only look at the bips. Like you can just go to the pool. Yeah,
Okay.
just go to the pool again, right? Scroll down, look at the bips. It's only 1.45%, guys. Like this is the lowest fee in the space, if I'm not wrong. Right? I think people are doing it 2%, 2 point something percent. We are 1.45% only. And Alza Launchpad, we are still the cheapest launchpad in the space as well, right? In terms of pricing. And we want to continue to be the cheapest. The reason is because we want DJs to come in and ape in and have fun with it. You get what I mean? The
Yeah.
cheaper, the cheaper the transaction fees or the swap fees, the more people will come and use. It's just a no-brainer. That's what we did with
Yeah.
with Odza, and that's what we're doing here as well. So we foresee ourselves, we're not undercutting the market now, right? Like if you look at the whole, for us, this 1.45% is the optimal amount of fees that we can give, that some of them will go to the LP providers and some of them we go to Odza anyway, right? Is for us, this is something that we want to emphasize on for all to the listeners here, that we are not undercutting the market. We just feel that this is the right price for everyone to be happy, for Odza to be able to sustain, for the LP to get reward nicely, but for the users, for the taker side to swap with the best fees. Yeah.
100%. I mean, it's pretty cheap on that end. What does BIP stand for? BPS?
Sorry?
What does it stand for? BPS?
Bips is, in terms of the trading side, is the fees, basis points.
Okay.
Basis points.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, cool.
Yeah. Just simply percentage rate.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Naqib, you mentioned that version 2 people can actually etch their own rune and then they can create their own liquidity pool to get things started. I think that's what can really get some degening going. When do you think that's going to be available?
So we actually have that available. To be honest, we can actually launch it tomorrow. But the thing is, again, this is people's funds, right? So we want to just stick to V1 first and let people break it and do stupid stuff and try to find loopholes or whatever before we launch this permissionless LP in the next version, right? So right now, you can, if you, I mean, right now, honestly, if you have your own runes and you want to have a place to create your own LP, reach out to us. Reach out to us. We can open it up for you first, right? Because for now, again, we want it to be in a very controlled setting where we can monitor for any discrepancy, for any exploit, or for whatever, right? That's key. Once we know for real that there's actually no bugs, or not see no bugs, no exploitation risk, like crazy high. I wouldn't say there won't be any exploitation risk because every single AMM protocol or DeFi protocol out there in the space got attacked somehow, even Uniswap, Kyber, Pancake, whatever, right? But I wanted to make sure that at least it's really, really hard to do so. And
Yeah.
once that is confirmed, we're gonna launch that. And V3 is gonna be insane. V3 is when you can do runes to runes.
Mm. See, that's
You
what
can
I
do,
want to do. I want to lock
yeah.
up my $1 billion cat and my dog, go to the moon together. I mean, that's going to be
Well,
fun.
I think he's talking about swapping runes to runes, right?
Well,
Or-
in order to do that, you need an LP for that, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So our V3 we are working on is creating multiple single addresses specifically just for doc, for our sake, for different runes in the future. I mean, whenever someone to create an LP, we can auto generate a address and they can put it in. And Bitcoin will always, and Bitcoin is a different address as well, right? So this is how we plan to do it, and it's gonna be insane, right? It's gonna be freaking insane. You can do from runes to runes. That is V3 itself. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's the roadmap for Odin Swap.
That's cool.
So,
You know what
yeah,
would
yeah.
also be cool is if someone like launched their token in V2, if like once they add the initial liquidity, like the first liquidity pool, like there it's time locked, like to a certain block height. That would be
Oh
cool. But
yeah. We are planning to do time lock. The beautiful thing is there's an opcode for that anyway, right? I think there's an opcode for to do time locks for on vaults and stuff like that. So all these are in our roadmap as well. So
awesome.
the reason is because we foresee there will be a lot of scams. For example, we foresee people we just want to pump and dump shit up, and we do not want to be liable. Like, I mean, I foresee what happened to PancakeSwap or Uniswap, right? Back then, people just do a lot of shit to scam a lot of people. So this is something that we actually thought of. For example, for the permission, once the permission site is, we're gonna launch it. People can launch the LP pool. They can create their own market maker, whatever. They can just do market making themselves. However, there will be a time lock escrow in between. So somehow, if the project rocks everyone, they still cannot get the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin will be released back to everyone.
Yeah.
This is something that we are working on. This is to safeguard people. But I don't know. That doesn't sound so degen-y. Did you get what I mean? That sounds too
Yeah.
safe.
I think the thing is that like, well, if it's a short time lock, like let's say it's like a shorter range of block heights, that I think could be bad because then everybody will probably dump before that time lock is up anyways, right? Because they're just going to be worried. But I think where it could benefit is if there's like a year time lock or something like that. Now, maybe you allow them to add that feature if they want to. That could give more confidence to the public, but they get to choose. Maybe that could work. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, if a project wants to be legit, right? I guess we can do like a year time lock kind of basis. So at least people can trade. They can know that it wouldn't get rocked in a year's time, in 1 year kind of concept, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, I
exactly.
mean, we can make
And
it.
if they don't want to, they don't have to. But they're gonna probably all want to do that because then they're going to look more legitimate. Because
Yeah.
the good thing about Bitcoin against Solidity smart contract ecosystems is that like you can sneak a lot of stuff into the Solidity contracts, right? But like over
Yes.
here, it's not really doesn't work that way. So it would just be them simply pulling their liquidity if they're trying to rug people or not. And that's where I think the time lock actually could set a good standard for maybe other. They do that on Ethereum too, where they can lock up liquidity and stuff like that as well. So we'll see. But I think it's a good option, maybe.
Yeah, I think this is good feedback, bro. Thanks. Yeah.
All right, so now you put a lot on your own plate now. I hope you're ready to eat a lot because you have Ordzar now, and now you have Odin Swap. Are you guys? Is it two separate teams building this, or is this just basically the same team at Ordzar that is building this now, and you guys are just like, all right, let's just go nuts and work 100 hours a week?
Yeah, it's the same team, bro. It's the same team. It's like, yeah, let's just go nuts. The good thing about Odza is that it kind of, so Odza platform, the launchpad kind of stabilized nicely right now, right? So we scale nicely. We already hired very awesome DevOps that can help us scale cheaply instead of now we just paying shit ton of money to scale. And Odza is self-sustaining, right? I mean, a lot of people complain on hype means that Odza crashed during FCFS. Dude, like fuck every single FCFS, every single platform crashed during FCFS, right? Because you can't stop bots, right? Like you want to know something, Mintech, right? The bot Mintech. Odza is the number one in their list. That's how crazy it is because there's always stupid things happening, fun things happening in Odza. And always my advice to everyone is like the GTD, always try your best to get to GTD. Be in Odza, be in other launchpad, because FCFS crash no matter what. Because the funny thing is, a lot of these projects they like to over allocate whitelist even during, especially during FCFS, right? Let's say it's a 10K collection. During GTD they always do like maybe 10K, like just hit 10K nicely, right? But during FCFS they will just load up to 20, 30, 40,000. Dude, like one collection, I shall not name that collection. It was just a fucking 2,000 supply, and you know how many whitelists he had? 100 over 1,000 whitelists for a 1,000, 2,000 plus supply. And the GTD went smooth, but the FCFS, holy fuck, bro, it was insane. So yeah, people need to understand that, right? This don't happen only on Bitcoin. This happens in fucking Solana and Ethereum, right? I think you guys know. And not only even this doesn't only happen in Web3. This happens in Web2 when you talk about like big ticketing firms like Ticketmaster. When there's Taylor Swift concert, what happened? The whole site went down for hours and hours and hours, right? It's even crazy, and they spend millions of dollars a month to make sure there's no bots. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's the reason why. Because of that, we of course you're always improving Odza, but we have time now to build Odin Swap, to push Odin Swap, and we also are building other products as well. One other product that we might be launching in September. Yeah.
Ooh, September. Wow. Okay, that's like
soon.
That's like 2 days.
Yeah.
Around mid-September, I should say. Yeah, it'll be insane. Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah,
well,
man.
we got a couple questions in the chat for you. The first one is from one of our community members, SPI, and they ask, how does arbitrage work from Unisat to Binance? Like, could you kind of explain how someone could try to do that?
So there's two ways for you to arbitrage, right? For example, if you already own, for example, SATS token in Binance, and you own SATS in Unisat in your wallet, right? So, or what you can also, one thing you can do as well is you can, let's say the price, if you own SATS in Binance, right, and you see the SATS in Unisat, the price of SATS in Unisat is lower than Binance. What you do is you buy from Unisat, and then you already have the Unisat that sets from Binance. You can sell from there. That's one way to do arbitrage. The other way is, you buy from Unisat as a whole if it's lower, right? You buy, make sure you understand the fee price, everything, and you calculate everything first, and then you push it to Binance where it's selling at a premium, and then you sell there. That's how you can do arbitrage as well. That's a lot of people will. That's usually how arbitrage works. Like for me, I will do the first one where I buy from Unisat and sell on Binance, while not transferring to Binance itself. So technically, you are arbitraging nicely as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. Hopefully that helped you out there, SPI. We do have one more question for you, and it's from another community member, Claudio. He asks, well, he says BTC bonus from the rewards given by the people that add to the LPs, they will be released only after September 20th. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want people to. I mean, of course, it's very similar to other platforms, right? Like this is a typical DeFi AMM styles farming where you put in a certain period of time, you get a certain period of APY rewards, right? We do not want people to just put in and then take out, put in, pick out, put in, take out. No, it's firstly it's not healthy for you. You're wasting your on fees, right?
Yeah.
Second thing is you want people to actually believe in staking, putting the reward, putting in the inventory in the LP, and that point of time, yeah.
Gotcha. So there was a second part of that question, and it says, so basically, if you do unstake before September 20th, you kind of forfeit the extra bonus, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, Claudio. I think that was pretty clear. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Yasher actually also had a question. Did you see that one?
There you go.
About the Odin Swap. I submitted my mainnet wallet for reward, and the question is how Odin Swap can find out what my testnet address is and how many transactions I had. He's asking. I guess he participated in the testnet, and apparently it's rewarded. Correct?
Oh yeah, I mean, we never publicly announced that testnet holders will get reward, but I mean, the cat's out of the bag. So testnet holders will get reward as well. So how do we justify what's your mainnet to get airdrop, right? We will send more information on this. Most probably, we ask you to sign a transaction to know whether you are this testnet holder and stuff by the mainnet. You can. It's very easy to do this anyway. Yeah. So don't worry about that. If you are on testnet, we will know whether you participate or not, and you can claim it through the mainnet as well.
Sounds good. Patty Pooh says, agree, Naqib. No get rich quick. Buy, hold, as Warren Buffett would say, wealth is made by waiting. So he's definitely agreeing with you there. And then this one's pretty funny. I used to buy weed from a guy that looked like that Pixel picture. Did you ever sell Kyler some?
Dude, I mean, this is okay, dude. I cannot say anything. Dude, I'm from Singapore, right? But
Oh yeah.
all I can say is that I live in the US for a couple of years. I live in Australia for a couple of years. I live in certain parts.
Wow.
I live in certain parts of the country for a couple of like quite a while, and I was doing fun stuff back then when I was young. So maybe, bro, if you're in Australia or something, maybe, or if you're in Seattle, or
Don't
something,
incriminate
maybe.
yourself.
Yeah.
No, just playing. I thought that was fun. A little fun, little trip there. But yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
yeah, this is pretty cool.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Was that Sonic that asked that question? I'm just kidding.
Yo, Sonic got back to me yesterday. I reached out to Sonic. I was just like, hey, man, just curious how you're doing. If you're building, and he said back, he's like, I'm just been with my family, just enjoying life. I'm not building anything right now. But if I do, it's going to be something that people just can't dump on everybody. It's going to be different. So Sonic's not building anything right now, but he said he's going to eventually start again. Do you know Sonic personally?
Yeah, I know, dude. He came to Singapore. We hang out, he and his wife, and dude, he's such a freaking cool guy and weird at times. I think me and him we still connect way back. I found out he went to jail in Thailand or something. I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah,
Okay.
some fun stuff. I know it's hilarious. Like, dude, Sonic, if you're listening, bro, come to Singapore again, man. Like, I'm gonna, yeah, we just hang out again. Like, I hope to see you doing Token Week. And for everyone
Yeah.
here, I hope to see you guys in Singapore as well. As you guys know, I'm hosting the Inscribing Summit in Singapore. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be a full on about Bitcoin, right? I think we are past that ordinals growth. Now we are talking about Bitcoin growth now, right? We're at a stage where we
Yeah.
don't only talk about ordinals or roots or BRCs. We're talking about L2s. We're talking about side chains. We're talking about BTC5, right? So this where we're gonna this is what we're gonna cover in Singapore as well. Of course, our protocol team, KC announced he's coming to Singapore to speak. You guys are coming down. And the next following day we have the Ninja Masquerade party as well. There's a lot of things you can do If you want to learn about Bitcoin, you want to learn or meet a lot of legends in the space, come to Singapore if you can. And I want to do something really nice for everyone here listening to the space. I'm gonna give out 20 free tickets to my event,
How many?
and 20,
20.
20, 20, 20, yeah, 20 free
Right.
tickets to Odd Summit in Singapore. And how do you do it? I'm gonna DM Shizzy, or I'm gonna DM Yagobi right now in Telegram, and he can share it to you guys as well. Okay.
Sounds
Oh
good,
yeah,
man.
awesome. So, yeah, so if you guys if you guys are interested, or you guys are going to Singapore, reach out to us because we got 20 tickets, first come, first serve. Hell yeah, dude, that's amazing.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Awesome.
that, sir.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. Well, it looks like we're getting close to the closing time of the show. So any final words to the Ordinal or just the Bitcoin ecosystem community and audience listening in right now? Naqib, you there?
Sorry, can you
So
repeat? You got cut off a
yeah,
bit.
I was saying any final last words to the audience that's listening in right now before we let you
Yes.
go?
Before I go off, all I'm gonna say is thank you everyone for like being this space has in general, right? Thank you for everyone for continue to believe in this space, for building in this space. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Bitcoin ecosystem growth is not going anywhere. What we need more is people to come, build, preach, share about what Bitcoin is all about, how this ecosystem is growing. We need more of these people, right? We need lesser people just yap on Twitter Spaces, or yap on Twitter to talk about, oh my God, Runes is dying. Oh my God, um, this thing is going down. This order is going down. Whatever, L2 is a scam. Whatever, right? We don't need this kind of negativity. We need more positive people to help grow the space, right? So what if this specific L2 is a scam? So what is your rune backs is going down? That's even more you should push, right? To say why is this L2 scam, or to educate people why you should push the space and build in the space, right? And all I'm saying is your participation in growing the space is needed right now than ever, right? Ethereum didn't grow because of 10 people, right? Ethereum space grew because thousands and thousands of people come in to support the builders back in the day, in the 2016 to 2018 era or 19 era. They came in bullish in Ethereum, right? And back then there wasn't a lot of degens. Back then there was people actually believe in the concept of Ethereum blockchain building decentralized applications. Right now it's different. Now all the degens come into to just APN and make money. But that's okay on the later end. Now in Bitcoin, we need more of this kind of positive people to come and push space. We cannot do this alone. We need everyone to be in this together. And of course, I'm going to shield my project again. Support Odin Swap, put liquidity on Odin Swap, so that we can this rune space can flourish better. That's all. That's my last word. And
And
see you
guys, look
guys
at
in
these
Singapore.
APRs. 993 APR for dog, 272 for a $1 billion cat, 900% for BTC, and then 700%. This is free money, guys. So if you are a holder of one of these and you guys are feeling very comfortable with BTC and your rune, definitely look at this, guys. Let's go to ordinswap.com/pools, or go to ordinswap.com and just hit the pools tab, and then I'll take you down here and you guys can earn these giant APRs. But Naqib, man, absolutely amazing, dude. We appreciate you every single time. And if you have any updates, or when this is coming out, or if you need any airtime at all, please reach out to us. We'd love to have you on for one of these lives again. So let us know.
Yeah. I'm always on it, and can't wait to get to hang out with you guys. I have things lined up for all of us in Singapore to have fun other than conferences like go-kart racing and Chizzy and Yagobi. Has you guys ever done bungee jumping?
Yeah, I have.
Chizzy?
No, I never did bungee jumping.
Let's get Chizzy to do bungee jumping in Singapore. Yagobi. Let's get him do that, bro. Let's get
Unfortunately, yeah, he's not
Yeah,
gonna be there. I'm gonna be there though. So
Okay.
yeah. But I'll be
yeah.
there. He's gonna possibly make the next one next year, but I'll do the bungee jumping for him. Maybe I'll do it live.
Oh yeah, you should. Dude, that'd be insane, right? Like, okay.
Yep.
All right,
Well,
cool. Thank you,
Naqib,
everyone.
thank you,
All right,
sir.
Naqib. We'll talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Absolutely amazing as always. And Naqib's always fun to talk with. I know I can crack jokes when we see something in the comments. I know he's not. I know he's going to highly enjoy comments like that one. So it's absolutely always amazing to talk to Naqib, man. Always, definitely a nice change up too. I definitely like today's show because we didn't really get to the banners too much. We didn't really have too much. We can save them stuff. We can save that stuff for tomorrow. It's nothing that's going to be
detrimental
today, so.
if they don't. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, guys. So amazing show. Like Shizzy said, he already talked about Naqib just now. Great guy as always. And I don't know. I'm hoping Odin Swap can really bring this trading activity over because that could be a big difference maker, right? So, but if you guys do have a moment, please check out our partners, BitPerp. We talk about them every day during Bitcoin price action. They are a premium perpetual DEX that's going to be launching on Botonix Q4. And so keep your eye out for them. You can check them out at bitperp.io. Ordinal Hive, the Blur of Bitcoin that has scaled out to Merlin chain. Earn points right now, guys, because the multiplier that they're going about to start, we see what's going on in these builder chats. They're going to start kicking that in soon, but it's not going to go on forever. So just get familiar with the platform, start listing things. You can earn points that way. You can visit the site at beta.ordinalhive.io to start today. And then Fluid Tokens, they announced that they have layer 1 staking with runes or ordinals, by the way. I think the first project y'all are going to really, really like, I'll give you a little hint, I have an accessory for this project that I put over my eyes. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so that should be very fun. That's going to be very innovative as well. And then VDEX, they just added the Dragon Ball and the blue box for the BRC 420, guys. Those are going to be adding for the single staking where you can earn the governance token for the Verothium gas token. It is a
Let's show that really quick because the blue box looks phenomenal. So if you go to dex.verothium.io, verothiumdex.io or verothiumdex.io and click launch app, you can come over here to go to staking pools and then BRC 420. And look how amazing these devs made this blue box. Look at this. Look at this. Look how crazy
I can see my reflection in there.
It looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. So now, guys, you can stake your Dragon Ball and your blue box using the same, as the Verothium mine. So you're gonna have more BRC 420s here as well. But check this out, absolutely amazing. And also, just remember, if you have the Verothium mines, you're kind of wasting them. You got to get them staked. Sooner you get them staked, soon you can earn that that token. So.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool in the future too, because it'd be really cool to get possibly Titanium Cheeto over there, some other degen stuff, and it's a single stake, so you don't have to create a liquidity pool. And a lot of people just have these BRC 420s in their wallet doing nothing. So this is something you can do with it. So super psyched about that. And then finally, our newest partner, Foxy. These guys have been building for the past year and a half. They're building on native Bitcoin. They have been building the Bitverse, which is a game / metaverse that you can play first-person shooter. We're going to be talking about the clan wars coming up. We have our Ordinal Revolution clan. You can join our clan if you go to our Discord, and we'll give you instructions on how to do that. That's going to be very, very fun. I have played the beta version of that. They're also going to have their bit miner, which uses DMT technology, and that mint is, I believe, September 5th. So we want
September 5th, yep.
Yeah, we want to prepare you guys for that because that could be huge. You're going to be able to mine DMT tokens on your bitmap, right? So super, super exciting.
100%. And guys, go check out ordinalrevolution.com. We have some of the best articles. If you know someone new just entering the space, send them our website. We have articles dating back all the way from last September. They can get caught up really quickly and really get a good idea of where we're at right now. And if you guys need some merch, feel free to hit our store here. That'll take you to our Shopify. It's a third party, so we don't see your address, nothing like that. If there's a third party, takes care of everything for us. We just make a few bucks to support the show off the designs and stuff like that. So, guys, check out our store and check out ordinalrevolution.com. And, guys, we are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. UTC all week, guys. We're going to have videos out later today as well. So come back to the channel later tonight. And we're going to do a members video as well at some point this week. So keep an eye out for that. And join the members program if you're not a member. That is where when Fractal comes out, we're going to let you guys know exactly what we're doing. We're going to let our members know exactly what we're doing. So, guys, all you got to do is go to the show notes, hit the join button. It's $10 a month. But I promise you, it's going to be very, very worth it in the end. But that's your decision. Feel free not to do it as well. We appreciate you guys just watching. It means so much to us. But that's our show, guys. And we're sorry about the Bitcoin price because it is 57,000. But we'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
We OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit found fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Naqib on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.